It's actually faster to get an abortion in the city of Vancouver than it is to get an IUD.
Dr. Renee Hall works at the Willow Clinic, which specializes in family planning. She says more doctors in Vancouver are dropping intrauterine device insertion as a service, and that worries her. She says there needs to be more incentives from the provincial government to attract doctors to specialize in IUDs and keep up with the demand.
If you do write a business plan for an IUD clinic, you can't balance the books. And so right away, the government does have to put in more funding into the fee that they give for IUD insertion services because of the training, the equipment, and the time it takes to actually put it in within the office.
An IUD is a T-shaped device that requires specific skills and equipment to insert inside the uterus, as well as follow-up care and pain management. Right now, she says doctors get about $40 for that kind of appointment, and that doesn't cover the time and equipment needed. Birth control became free in BC on April 1st, and Dr. Hall says demand for IUDs is surging.
Subsidizing publicly funded IUD or contraceptive clinics would be really helpful for some of the health authorities, and increasing the fee that is given to the clinic for an IUD insertion so that they can actually afford to do it and that it becomes desirable for the physicians.
City News reached out to the Ministry of Health, but they did not get back in time for broadcast. Dr. Hall says just after April 1st, her clinic received over 350 referrals and new patient requests, and there was a huge demand for IUDs, and this has significantly increased wait times.
It's problematic because the longer someone's waiting for their best choice for birth control, then the more chance that there is of unintended pregnancy.
Dr. Hall says IUDs are popular because they don't affect hormone levels as much and have low risk of blood clots. He says some can even last up to 12 years.
Every form of contraception has its side effects, its impacts, its kind of ability to integrate into your daily life, and IUD is obviously a one-time insertion option compared to something like the pill where folks are taking it every day.
Action Canada for Sexual Health and Rights says it's important for people to have access to the birth control that works best for them.
Is to decide whether, when, and with whom they're going to have children, and having that reproductive control allows us to make choices around when we want to be in school, when we want to be in work.
Dr. Hall says the long wait times are happening at other doctors' offices too.
The other clinics I've been speaking to that are IUD focused clinics, it's 4 to 6 weeks to get your IUD inserted. And right now at the abortion clinics, it's 2 weeks. And we can insert an IUD at the time of a surgical abortion. But obviously, that's not the ideal way to be getting your IUD.
In Vancouver, Angela Bauer, City News.